there's one. Holy cow, that's gotta be a catfish. That's gotta be a catfish, or that's a big, big bass. It's a bass, it's a bass. I just have him barely hooked. He's not that big. How's it going, folks, and welcome back to the channel. Hey, stop it. What I want to talk to you guys about today is the fact that winter crankbaits are not just limited to the red lipless. All around the country, crankbait fishing works all throughout the winter, and one crankbait that we're going to talk about, which I feel is incredibly underused, can catch fish like this all winter long. My name's Tyler, let's get into it. Well, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Mystery Tackle Box YouTube channel. My name is Tyler Anderson, and my channel, TylersReelFishing, is all about helping you guys become better bass anglers. And so if that sounds like you, somebody who wants to advance in their bass fishing knowledge and skills, hit that subscribe button and head over to my channel afterwards to subscribe as well. Just like I do on my channel, I love to give practical tips that oftentimes are overlooked that will help you stand out when all the other anglers are throwing the same things during the same times of the year. There are other ways to catch bass than your buddies are doing, and oftentimes more productive and can get bigger bites, as you'll see later on in this video. Now, wintertime is an amazing time of the year to throw crankbaits for bass. I don't care if you're fishing in grass, you're fishing around rocks, really just a flat bank, or if you're in a bass boat like I am today, or from the bank, wintertime is a time to throw crankbaits. Contrary to kind of like general bass fishing belief, I think especially for beginner anglers or inexperienced anglers, you might think it's wintertime, the fish are going deep, they are never coming shallow until they spawn, and that's just not true, especially when it comes to the entirety of your pond or lake. Not every single bass out there can go deep, not every single bass out there in the springtime can go shallow at the same time. It's just a fact that not all bass can be in the same place at the same time. They've got to be spread out in some way. So even when that water is colder like it is in the winter, and those fish may be more lethargic, you can still get them to react to a crankbait. And like I said, the fish are going to be spread out oftentimes, which means that covering water is your best tactic to go in order to catch the most fish. And so kind of the standard winter crankbaits that everybody thinks of are the lipless crankbait, specifically in red. This here is a red-eye shad. I love throwing this thing around grass, ripping it out, and it is such a fun bite. Another one is a flat-sided crankbait. When that water temp gets really, really cold, but you have a warm day when it kind of maybe warms up those rocks up shallow, bass can cruise up there looking for shad and bait fish, and a flat-sided crankbait is a great way to go, as well as a technique called speed cranking, which is kind of like a medium to deep diving crankbait deal. And you throw a crankbait like this one right here, and you are just rapidly reeling that thing in, trying to trigger a winter bass into biting when it wasn't in the mood to before. And so all three of those crankbaits and the tactics associated with them, I feel like are pretty commonplace. But one that I didn't really discover until last year was still applicable, and oftentimes even more so than these in the wintertime, is the deep crankbait. So when I talk about deep crankbaits, I'm talking 15 feet of water or deeper. Oftentimes lures that, at least in my bass fishing experience, I thought were just summertime lures. I thought fish finish spawning, they're gonna go out deep and hang out there all summer. But of course, that same thing happens after the fall. They go up there, they feed shallow on minnows and bait fish and crawfish, and then they go out deep again. And so if it works in the summer, why the heck would it not work in the winter? The only thing holding me back, like mentally, is thinking, well, the fish are a little more lethargic. They're not going to want to chase down a fast-moving crankbait. But if they're moving down a fast-moving shallow-sided crankbait, or especially a fast-moving lipless crankbait, why the heck would the same bass in the same body of water, if they're gonna eat a crankbait moving fast up shallow, why would they not eat one moving fast out deep? So this video is less of a actual technical instructional video. I'm not gonna show you guys how to work the deep diving crankbait. There are tons of videos on YouTube, and I'm sure here on the Mystery Tackle Box channel. If they'll allow me to, I have a deep diving crankbait video that I will leave linked in the video description below for you guys to check out. This video is just kind of a reminder that the deep crankbait still exists. It is still a viable way to catch fish in the summertime. I mean, in the wintertime. My mind is getting all jumbled over here, but you know what doesn't get jumbled? All the fish we're gonna catch in this video. I am super excited. Now, you may be looking at me and thinking, Tyler, it is not winter where you are. Well, it has been. Today we had another warm front come in, so I am in pants and a long sleeve sun shirt. Honestly, I could be in shorts and a short sleeve t-shirt, but that water temperature still reflects wintertime. That's one thing that I think people get confused about, is they think, well, it's been really, really cold, but now we had a sunny day. So obviously the fish are gonna be up shallow, right? Because the sun is out, it's nice outside, it feels like springtime. Well, not to the bass. Oftentimes the bass are still way down deep in the water. It's gonna be like, you know, 30s to 40s to 50s, depending on where you are in the country. Down there where they are, they're not affected by a 4-degree increase in surface temperature. They're still in wintertime mode down there, and so your mind has to be more focused on what the weather has been as opposed to what it is today. If one day's weather dictated how the fish were gonna bite every single time, I would not be throwing a deep crankbait today. I would be throwing a frog, I would be bed fishing, I'd be throwing all sorts of Texas rigs and topwaters, but that's not what time of the year it is. It is wintertime, and wintertime oftentimes means some amazing times to catch them on the deep crankbait. Let's get on the water, catch some dang fish. There's one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, are you bigger? Are you bigger too? I don't think so, but you're not small. You're not small either. Gosh, you are doing such a weird thing right now. You have it choked too, holy cow. Absolutely choked. Get in here, baby. And look at how he ate that deep crankbait. It is down his gullet. I have not had a fish bite a deep crankbait that good in a long time. I'm gonna get a picture of that for the gram. He got it so deep I need pliers, wow. Oh, and he is bleeding. We're gonna let you go as soon as possible. Thank you, friend. But just like summertime, it's important to get back out there because those fish could still be ganged up. Is that a fish? I don't know. If it is a fish, he's small. Yep, I definitely have a stick. A nice size stick, though. Look at that guy. There's one. Oh, did he get off? Nope, I still got him. I still got him. Man, they are loving to hit it right beneath the boat today. I don't think you're any size. We'll fight you like you are. You're not. Bring it up in here. And these fish in the wintertime really get that nice pale color. They are not the pretty green, you know, striped largemouth bass that we see in the spring and summer. And that guy is cold. There's one. Had to switch, oh gosh, press the button. Had to switch my angle on him. And is that one bigger? That one's, oh my gosh. That one's the biggest one yet. He's got his mouth open to me. He's not even that big, but he's bigger for sure. Go to the back to get him. Come on. Oh, that guy, dang it. That guy barely had it, tip of his mouth, and he got off. Well, that's good. I just switched angles on him and got a bite. See if we can do it again. There's one. I'm going to spot lock right here. I know exactly where I made a cast to, and I'm going to make that exact same cast next time. Are you bigger, or is your mouth just open to me? Oh, gosh. I love living in Texas in the winter. This is awesome. But really, like I said, this applies to anywhere, not just Texas. As long as your water temp is above 40, I think you've got a chance of catching a fish on a crankbait all winter long. Bass might need to retrieve a little bit slower. They might need it a little bit deeper. The color might change, but the fact still remains, bass love a crankbait. Ugh. And only reason why I netted this fish, not because of the size, but because I didn't want to lose him. He only had one little treble hook in the top of his mouth, but look at that beautiful winter bass. I apologize that the lighting's a little bit bright, but that's a beautiful fish. Heck yeah. Adios. I knew it. I knew that's what I just did. The A-rig showed me exactly, oh my gosh, that's a bigger one. That's a bigger one. Wow. Wow, the A-rig pulled a lot of the fish off the bottom so I could see exactly where they were. God, I can't get them in the net. Bring him in. Bring him in. Let's go, baby. Let's stinking go. Stinking 5-pounder. We love ourselves a 5-pounder on the wintertime 6XD, baby. Yum. That right there is something I'm definitely not going to complain about. Oh, GoPro died. Who cares? 5 stinking pounder. This girl gets a special release on the big camera. See ya. There's one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you big? Are you big, big mama? What you doing, mama? You are not fighting very hard yet, which makes me think you have your mouth open. Yeah, you're a nice one, but you're not big. You're not big. Bring it in here. Man, what a stinking fun day. Might as well end it with this fish right here. Hey, if you enjoyed this content, hit that subscribe button. My goal, either on my channel or any channel I appear on and do work on, is to help people become better bass anglers. And so if I accomplish my goals today and you think you're a better bass angler, go ahead and head over to my channel as well. Hit that subscribe button, because guess what? It's free. And with this beautiful bass right here, we'll see y'all next time right here on Mystery Tackle Box.